Hello and what's good, everybody? My name is Tamir Moore, and I would like to welcome you to the latest episode here on my YouTube channel. Also, please follow me on social media as I post there a lot. You can find a link to my Instagram and Twitter accounts on this intro slide. And now on to today's scheduled video. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, Fox Sports presents the NFL. This afternoon in America's Game of the Week features a huge Week 17 matchup as the penultimate week of the NFL season continues. Today, you will see the 10-5 Arizona Cardinals led by Colin Murray taking on Dak Prescott and the 11-4 Dallas Cowboys. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the NFL on Fox. My name is Tamir Moore, and welcome to AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas. Like I said, this is an important NFC matchup here this afternoon in Week 17 as the Cardinals play the Cowboys. Both teams are in the playoff. For the Cowboys, they earned their 25th NFC East title recently, their first NFC East title since 2018. For the Cardinals, they match up well against Dallas. The Cardinals are 5-1 in the last 6 runs against the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott has won 29 games in his home stadium here since he came into the league back in 2016, and the Cardinals' 7-1 record on the road is the best road record in the National Football League. The Cardinals come in with a record of 10-5. They started the season 7-0, but the Cardinals have crumbled over the last 8. 3-5. Losers are 3 in a row, including a 22-16 Christmas night loss at home to the Indianapolis Colts. And right now, the Cardinals are second in the NFC West, 1 game behind the Los Angeles Rams, and the Cardinals currently have the number 5 seed in the NFC. As far as Arizona is concerned, the Cardinals clinched the playoff spot, but the Cardinals can't clinch the NFC West just yet. However, for Arizona, something to keep in mind. If the Cardinals lose today, and if the Rams beat the Ravens, Arizona will be knocked out in the NFC West, giving the Rams the NFC West division title. In order for Arizona to win the NFC West, they have to win this week, they have to win next week to host Seattle. The Rams host San Francisco. So the Cardinals have to win their last 2, and the Rams have to lose one of their final 2 games, and the Cardinals will win the NFC West division title. So Arizona still has a ton to play for as the regular season winds down. You look at the Cardinal pass defense this season, 6.8 yards per attempt, which is top 10 in the league, and 210.7 yards per game with 6. So obviously Arizona is really good against the pass. You look at their pass defense in Week 16 against Indianapolis and quarterback Carson Wentz, 8 yards per attempt and a rating of 113. Now, you look at the Cardinals. The Cardinals come into Arlington banged up, shorthanded. We'll get into the more injury detail in just a moment, but they're missing a couple key players here today. Robert Alford, who has an interception on the season, has limited wide receivers and limited completion to 57%, is out. He's on IR with a pec muscle. Marco Wilson, another quarterback for the Cardinals, who has allowed a completion to 69.4% this year. He's also out for this game with a shoulder. So definitely it's the next man up mentality for Arizona. You look at Cardinals quarterback Byron Murphy this year, 4 interceptions and a rating of 82.5. You look at their rush defense against Jonathan Taylor last week, just 4 yards per carry and 108 yards he gave to the Indianapolis running back, will likely win the rushing title this year with Henry being out for Tennessee the second half of the season. You look at the rush defense overall this year, around 4.5 yards per carry allowed to opposing running back for the Cardinals rush defense. You look at Arizona quarterback Colin Murray, who loved this stadium. We'll get into that in just a moment. Colin Murray last week against Indianapolis, 245 yards, a touchdown pass, a quarterback rating of 85.9. And Colin Murray has had a sub-90 QB rating in the last 3 games. Wide receiver Christian Kirk last week had 7 receptions for 48 yards. Tight end Zach Ertz, who started his career and started the season in Philadelphia before the Cardinals acquired him in a trade, 8 receptions and 54 yards against the Colts a week ago. And running back Chase Edmonds had 8 receptions for 71 yards. And of course, Chase Edmonds and Ito Benjamin will get more care because James Conner is out with a heel. So obviously the Cardinals are shorthanded. Like I said, the deck is shortened for them. So definitely next man up mentality is the theme of the day. AJ Green, the Cardinals receiver last week, the ex-Bengal. He was held quiet last week. Just one reception for 33 yards. That's it. Rushing offense for the Cardinals last week, 21 carry for 133 yards, and they did score a touchdown. And for Cardinals quarterback Colin Murray, this is his 9th game here at AT&T Stadium. He's 8-0 here previously. Played here in high school, played here in college at Oklahoma, won a Big 12 title here, and won his first game here as an NFL professional last season on a Monday Night Football in Week 6. Now, the Cowboys come in with a record of 11-4. They started the season 6-1. The Cowboys have been pretty good since then, 5-3. The Cowboys have won 4 straight games, and they're on a tear right now. Last week, they won a sloppy game in the Meadowlands from an offensive standpoint against the Giants, 21-6. But it's been the defense that's been getting it done for the Cowboys in recent weeks. And as you know, the Dallas Cowboys last week, because of the Raiders' win against Denver, Las Vegas, in essence, clinched a playoff spot and a division title for the Dallas Cowboys. So the Cowboys are in the NFC East winner slot, and they are second in the NFC, trailing the number 1 seed Green Bay by 1 game. And you look at quarterback Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. He's having a pretty solid year. 29 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, quarterback rating around 100. Prescott last week in their 56-14 crushing of the Washington football team, 330 yards. He threw 4 touchdowns, 8.5 yards per attempt, and a quarterback rating of 131.4. Cardinals obviously have a good wide receiver to defend this week, and Cowboys wide receiver Amari Cooper, 7 receptions for 85 yards and touchdown. Against Washington. Oh, excuse me. 21-6, that was 2 weeks ago against the Giants. A correction here. That was 2 weeks ago. Cowboys won at the Giants 21-6. Last week they beat Washington. Sorry about that. So let's start that again. Amari Cooper last week against Washington, 7 receptions for 85 yards and a touchdown. Cowboys tight end Dalton Schultz. Sorry. Let's start that one more time. Cowboys wide receiver Amari Cooper has 7 receptions for 85 yards and a touchdown last week against the Washington team. Cowboys tight end Dalton Schultz had 8 receptions for 82 yards and a touchdown last week. Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, a second-year receiver out of Oklahoma, has 74 receptions for more than 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns on the year. Cowboys wide receiver Michael Gallup, he is averaging 4 receptions per game, 51.1 yards per game and a touchdown. Michael Gallup has missed significant time this season. Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott last week against Washington. Excuse me. Another correction. Michael Gallup. Oh, man. I'm so sorry because normally I write good notes, but, you make occasional mistakes. It's okay. As long as you correct them. So give me a second. Because I know I took this off of there. Excuse me. Okay, so Michael Gallup's numbers were from last week against Washington, 4 receptions / 4 receptions. Oh my God. Bear with me here. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of tired. I'm starting to get a little forgetful. This is the 3rd video that I've recorded today. So if I get a little forgetful, pardon me and bear with me here. So let's start with the Cowboys notes from the top again. Cowboys wide receiver Amari Cooper last week against Washington, 7 receptions for 85 yards and a touchdown. Cowboys tight end Dalton Schultz had 8 receptions for 82 yards, and he had a touchdown last week against Washington. Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb has had a great season, 74 receptions, more than 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. Michael Gallup last week against Washington, 4 receptions, and he had a touchdown in that game. Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott in Week 16 against Washington, 9 carry for 37 yards, 4.1 yards per carry, and a touchdown. Tony Pollard, who is Ezekiel's backup, and Tony Pollard can fly and provide a burst of energy in any given moment, 8 carry for 34 yards a week ago against Washington. And then we have to talk about Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon interception machine Diggs, that is. What a phenomenal season this young man is having for the Dallas Cowboys and for Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator. He had 11 interceptions, which is first in the league. 21 pass deflections, which is also the most in the league. And Trayvon had a pick last week in their game against Washington. You look at the pass defense for the Cowboys. They are top 5 in rate and completion. Cowboys are getting a lot better. Cowboys are adding key players in towards the end of the season. You know, with COVID, people are coming off the lineup and off the field, but the Cowboys are getting key people back on the field as the season winds down. Cowboys pass rush last week against Washington, 5 sacks, 10 quarterback hits. Cowboys linebacker Michael Parsons had a sack last week. He is a beast. He is a monster. The number 12 overall pick in this past year's draft out of Penn State. Had 13 sacks and 29 quarterback kicks on the year. Dak Prescott has thrown for 135 touchdown passes. And Ezekiel Elliott has posted 30 games with at least 100 yards since 2016. Cowboys have 33 takeaways, which is most in the NFL. And the Cowboys average 30.5 points per game, most in the National Football League. And by the way, I'm so sorry if my words seem kind of slurred together at times. I've been pretty busy. This is the first video I've recorded, so I'm getting a little tired. You know, I pace myself when I do these, but, you know, when you want to post things sometimes, you know, you get impulsive, you rush through things. So I'm really sorry about that. So hopefully you're able to decipher and hopefully you're able to understand what I was trying to say. So, it's America's game of the week. It's a big NFC matchup. The Cardinals and the Cowboys. And for Arizona, they're trying to keep their NFC West hopes alive. And for the Cowboys, no clinching scenario, but Dallas is trying to keep pace with Green Bay for that number 1 seed in the NFC. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for today's Cardinal-Cowboys game preview. Please join us next Sunday as we preview the regular season finale between the 49ers and the Rams in the newly created Week 18, which is now the final game of this 17-game expanded regular season. So, until next week, I'm Senior Moore saying so long from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and we hope you join us a week from today to preview the 49ers and the Rams. So long and take care. Hello everyone, I'm Samir Moore and thank you so much for watching today's video. You can find my social media and YouTube information over here. And don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest content from my YouTube channel. Have a great day and thank you so much for watching and take care.